Well now, looks like them curses ain't done with us yet. Part 1 was just the warm-up, like the first rattle of a snake in the brush. But Part 2? This batch of curses is stickier than molasses on a cold biscuit. So pull up a chair, keep your ears open, and don't say, "I didn't warn ya." Most curses hide in tombs or treasures, but this one, it just hangs there, staring at you. A painting of a crying kid that folks say brings fire faster than a lantern kicked by a mule. Saddle up, we're riding straight into the curse of the crying boy. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but this one's worth 1,000 house fires. Back in the 1980s, homes all across the UK started burning down, and every time, one thing was left sitting pretty on the wall, that mass-produced painting of a crying boy. Folks swore the kid in the picture was cursed, like he'd been sitting there, watching it all go up in smoke with a smug little told-you-so face. Pretty soon, people were so spooked they started burning the paintings themselves like some kind of suburban exorcism, and even today, plenty of folks in Britain won't hang it in their homes. They'd rather wrestle a bull than risk that painting sitting on the wall. Heck, some copies even get mailed back to fire stations with notes like, "Sorry, I don't want this cursed thing anymore." Now, maybe it's just coincidence, or maybe this stick figure kid's been the most dangerous babysitter in history. So next time you see a painting that looks a little too SAD, maybe don't hang it over the fireplace. Well, we've seen a painting that could burn down your house faster than a campfire gone wrong. But what if the curse was buried deep underground? Saddle up your lanterns, folks. We're heading down into the Polish salt mines, where one wrong move could get you a face-to-face with the Treasury ghost. Under the town of WIELICZKA sits a salty maze of tunnels, basically a giant underground pretzel nobody asked for. But the miners swore they weren't digging alone. They whispered about the Treasury ghost, a cranky spirit who guarded the salt like it was gold. The rules? Don't laugh too loud, don't smack the wrong wall, and definitely don't whistle. Because if you ticked him off, he'd bring the roof down. Literally. Instant cave-in. No refunds. So what did the miners do? They stuffed their pockets with charms, rosaries, even tiny salt crosses. Some even knocked on the walls like they were apologizing to a grumpy landlord. Fast forward to today. The mine's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, packed with statues, chapels, and chandeliers made out of salt. Tour guides still crack jokes, but before they head in, you'll catch them whispering a quick prayer. Because deep underground, superstition is still cheaper than a hard hat. From salty tunnels to royal palaces, we're leaving the mines behind and riding straight into Russia. And trust me, this next curse don't just collapse walls, it topples an entire dynasty. Ever heard about the Romanovs, Russia's royal family who made Game of Thrones look like a picnic? These folks ruled for over 300 years, but legend says their luck ran out thanks to one seriously cranky curse. It started when the new Romanov rulers executed their rival's innocent kid, and his mom, Marina Manisek, basically pulled a classic mom's mad move and cursed the whole family. A dynasty that begins with the death of a child will end the same way. Talk about holding a grudge. Someone get this woman a hobby. Before the Romanovs were wiped out, their spiritual BFF, Rasputin, warned the family, "If I'm killed by nobles, your entire family will be next within 2 years." Well, fast forward to December 1916, Rasputin gets taken out by friendly aristocrats, and you know what happens next. By 1918, every last Romanov child is gone, and somewhere Marina is probably thinking, "Told you so." Lesson? If your royal family hires a wizard for medical advice, maybe get a second opinion, or at least toss some good luck salt around the palace. Is it a real curse, or just the universe's idea of a punchline? Either way, the Romanovs learned the hard way. Never mess with a mom or a mystic. Hey, if you're still here, you must like your history with a side of spooky. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button before some cranky ghost decides to curse your Wi-Fi. Don't risk it. Alright, enough about cranky ghosts and busted Wi-Fi. Now we're heading to Hawaiʻi. And let me tell you, this next curse don't mess with your router, it messes with a volcano. Meet Pele, the fiery goddess who'll turn your vacation into a disaster if you pocket the wrong rock. Now saddle up, cause this next curse ain't from dusty palaces or salty tunnels. It's from a volcano. Meet Pele, the Hawaiian fire goddess with a temper hotter than a chili cook-off in Texas. Locals say if you pocket even a teeny tiny rock from her volcano, she'll curse you faster than a poker game gone bad. And guess what? Tourists didn't listen. Every year, park rangers get packages stuffed with volcanic rocks and apology notes like, "Dear Pele, please take back this lava. My vacation went to ash and my car broke down." I mean, imagine explaining that to your insurance. Yeah, my fridge is cursed by a volcano goddess. Do y'all cover that under acts of God? So here's the lesson. In Hawaiʻi, buy the souvenir t-shirt, snap a postcard. But don't you dare pocket a rock, unless you want your whole life turning into a backyard bonfire with no marshmallows. Pele's fire will burn you if you take her rocks. But this final curse don't need volcanoes, it just need a birthday. Hold on to your hat, cause this last one plays its tune across music, fame, and the unlucky age of 27. They call it the 27 Club, where rock legends check out early and superstition checks in. We're talking Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Cobain, Winehouse, all gone at the exact same age. 27. Coincidence or fate taking attendance? Some say it's just the hard-living lifestyle. Too much whiskey, too many wild nights. But others whisper about ancient numerology, claiming 27 is a cursed age of transition. Like the universe stamped return to sender on these poor souls. Fans and musicians still talk about it today. New artists hit 27 and start looking over their shoulder, like a cowboy riding through outlaw country at dusk. Every candle on that birthday cake feels less like a celebration and more like a countdown. Now, is it really a curse, or just a tragic pattern folks keep roping into legend? Hard to say, but one thing's for sure. At 27, life plays a dangerous tune, and if the 27 Club really is taking names, let's hope they don't start recruiting from our side of the campfire. Well, folks, that's a wrap. Part 2 of the 10 historical curses that still haunt us today. If that ain't proof the world's got a weird sense of humor, I don't know what is. So if you had a good laugh or a good scare, don't just ride off into the sunset. Tip your hat by hitting that like button, share this with a friend who loves a spooky tale, and let's keep this cursed caravan rolling. And remember, subscription is free, but breaking a curse, that'll cost you extra. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya in the next video.